A long time ago, in the heart of Africa, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, there existed a small village called Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa was a thriving community known for its rich culture, vibrant markets, and resilient people. It was here that the legendary Kitenge was born. Kitenge, whose name meant the mighty one in the local dialect, was a young man with unparalleled strength, wisdom, and charisma. His parents, Akua and Kofi, were respected elders in the village, renowned for their kindness and fairness. From a tender age, Kitenge demonstrated exceptional leadership qualities, often mediating disputes among his peers and protecting the vulnerable. As Kitenge grew in stature and wisdom, his fame spread throughout the land. People from neighboring villages sought his counsel, and his reputation as a just and compassionate leader solidified. The villagers of Kwanzaa soon recognized Kitenge as their rightful leader, and he accepted the mantle with humility. Under Kitenge's leadership, Kwanzaa flourished. He established trade routes, promoted agriculture, and ensured the village's safety. His fair and impartial judgment earned him the respect of all, and his generosity inspired a sense of community and cooperation. However, Kitenge's success did not go unnoticed. A neighboring king, Mwanga, grew envious of Kitenge's influence and sought to expand his own dominion. Mwanga was cunning and ruthless, using manipulation and force to achieve his goals. One fateful day, Mwanga dispatched his trusted advisor, Jengo, to Kwanzaa with a proposal: merge the two villages under Mwanga's rule, with Kitenge as his subordinate. Kitenge, wise to Mwanga's intentions, declined the offer. Enraged, Mwanga declared war on Kwanzaa. Kitenge, determined to protect his people, rallied his warriors and prepared for battle. The war raged on for moons, with both sides suffering heavy losses. Kitenge's strength and strategic mind initially gave Kwanzaa the upper hand, but Mwanga's superior numbers and resources eventually took their toll as Kwanzaa teetered on the brink of defeat. Kitenge's closest advisor, Aiart, betrayed him. Aiart, once a loyal friend, had grown resentful of Kitenge's increasing power and sought to usurp it. With Aisha's treachery, Mwanga's forces breached Kwanzaa's defenses. Kitenge, heartbroken and weary, faced Mwanga in a final, fierce duel. The two leaders clashed, their strength and skill evenly matched. However, Kitenge's weariness and Aisha's betrayal had taken its toll. Mwanga struck the fatal blow, and Kitenge fell. Kwanzaa was absorbed into Mwanga's kingdom, its people subjugated and oppressed. Aisha, realizing too late the error of her ways, spent the remainder of her days in exile, haunted by the memory of Kitenge's fall. The legacy of Kitenge lived on, a cautionary tale of the dangers of ambition, betrayal, and the corrupting influence of power. The villagers of Kwanzaa whispered stories of the Mighty One, remembering his wisdom, compassion, and unwavering dedication to justice. And so the rise and fall of Kitenge served as a reminder to future generations. True leadership is not measured by strength or power, but by the integrity of one's heart. Once upon a time, in the lush forest of West Africa, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, there lived a clever spider named Anansi. His name, Anansi, meant spider in the language of the Aiart people. But he was no ordinary spider. Anansi possessed unparalleled wisdom, cunning, and wit. Anansi lived in a cozy web-lined hut on the outskirts of the forest, surrounded by towering trees that whispered secrets to the wind. He spent his days spinning intricate webs, catching unsuspecting flies, and listening to the tales of the forest creatures. One day, as Anansi sat in his hut, he heard of the sky god's wisdom-filled box. The box, hidden in the heavens, contained the secrets of the universe, and whoever possessed it would hold the power to settle disputes and guide the people. Determined to claim the box, Anansi set out on his perilous journey. He packed a small bag, bid farewell to his family, and embarked on the perils of the forest. As he traversed the dense underbrush, Anansi encountered a wise old owl perched on a branch. Who goes there?" hooted the owl. "I am Anansi, the clever spider," replied Anansi. "What is your quest?" asked the owl. "I seek the sky god's wisdom-filled box," Anansi declared. The owl gazed at Anansi with wise eyes. "Ah, a noble pursuit indeed. But first, you must prove your worth. Share a tale of wisdom, and I shall grant you passage." Anansi thought for a moment before speaking. "A man once had two sons. One was wise, and the other foolish. The wise son built his house on solid rock, while the foolish son built his on shifting sand. When the rains came, the wise son's house stood firm, but the foolish son's house crumbled." Moral: wisdom is the foundation of success. The owl nodded, impressed. "Your tale is wise indeed, Anansi. Take this gift, a feather of wisdom, to guide you on your journey." Anansi thanked the owl and continued his journey. He encountered more obstacles: a cunning snake, a treacherous river, and a mischievous monkey. Each time, Anansi used his wit and storytelling to overcome the challenges. Finally, after many moons, Anansi reached the heavens. The sky god, amused by Anansi's persistence, presented him with the wisdom-filled box. "Anansi, your wit and wisdom have earned you this gift. Use it well, and remember, the power of storytelling can move mountains." Anansi returned to the forest, box in hand, and became the people's advisor. He settled disputes, shared wisdom, and taught the importance of storytelling. Years passed, and Anansi's legend grew. People whispered of the clever spider who brought wisdom from the heavens, and whenever disputes arose, they would say, "Let us go to Anansi, for he holds the secrets of the universe." Anansi's tale became a reminder that wisdom, wit, and storytelling can overcome even the greatest challenge. As the sun set over the forest, Anansi sat in his hut, surrounded by the creatures he had helped. He smiled, knowing that his legacy would live on through the tales of wisdom he shared. And so the story of Anansi the spider continues to inspire generations, reminding us that wisdom, wit, and storytelling can move mountains. In a small village nestled between two great rivers, there lived a young girl named Aku. She was known throughout the village for her kind heart and curious spirit. Aku's wise and loving grandmother, Nana, possessed a treasured family heirloom, a magical calabash. One day, Nana called Aku to her side and handed her the calabash. Aku, my child, this calabash holds the power to fill with wisdom. Take it on a journey, share kindness, and gather wisdom. Return when the calabash overflows. Aku set out, carrying the calabash and a small bag. Her first encounter was with a lost child crying beside the river. Aku comforted the child, helped find her family, and received a shell filled with ancient stories. Next, she met a grieving mother mourning the loss of her son. Aku listened, offered words of solace, and received a handful of healing herbs. Aku continued her journey, encountering a selfish king, a wise elder, and a young couple in love. Each encounter filled the calabash with wisdom, compassion, forgiveness, and the importance of community. As Aku traveled, the calabash grew heavier, filled with the wisdom of those she met. People began to notice the calabash's glow, drawing them to Aku's kindness and wisdom. Years passed, and Aku's journey took her to distant lands. She shared her wisdom, helping resolve conflicts and bring harmony that troubled communities. One day, the calabash overflowed with wisdom. Aku knew it was time to return home. Nana welcomed Aku back, proud of her granddaughter's journey. Aku, your kindness and wisdom have filled the calabash. Share its secrets with our people. Aku shared the stories, teachings, and wisdom gathered on her journey. The village prospered, becoming a beacon of harmony and understanding, and so the magic calabash remained a symbol of Aku's journey, reminding future generations of the power of kindness, wisdom, and community. As the sun set over the village, Aku sat beside Nana, surrounded by the people she had helped. The calabash, now empty, waited for its next journey. Grandmother, Aku asked, "What is the greatest wisdom you've taught me?" Nana smiled. "That kindness and wisdom are the greatest treasures you can share." In the mystical realm of Azura, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, Prince Mwendo was born with a destiny intertwined with the fate of his kingdom. Mwendo's father, the wise King Mwanga, ruled Azura with justice and compassion. However, his brother, the power-hungry Prince Kitenge, sought to usurp the throne. One fateful night, Kionga's treachery unfolded. He attacked the palace, and King Mwanga fell to his death. Mwendo, barely escaping, vowed to reclaim his rightful throne. Guided by a wise old sage, Mwendo embarked on a perilous journey to gather allies and wisdom. He traversed treacherous landscapes, braved raging rivers, and climbed treacherous mountains. In the heart of the Whispering Woods, Mwendo encountered the enigmatic shapeshifter, who revealed himself as Mwendo's ancestral spirit. "I shall grant you 3 gifts, Mwendo," said the shapeshifter: courage, wisdom, and the power to communicate with nature. "Heed the ancient ways, and you shall triumph." Mwendo continued his quest, facing trials and challenges. He befriended the fearless warrior maiden, Akira, and the cunning trickster, Coco. Together, they battled fearsome beasts and outwitted cunning foes. Mwendo's courage, wisdom, and newfound powers grew with each victory. As Mwendo approached Azura, Kionga's dark magic loomed. The usurper king had enslaved the land, forcing its people into darkness. Wendo and his companions launched a final assault on the palace. The battle raged, with Wendo facing Kitenge in a duel of wits and strength. With the ancient powers coursing through him, Wendo defeated Kitenge, shattering the dark magic that had held Azura captive. The realm rejoiced as Wendo claimed his rightful throne. Wisdom, justice, and peace once again reigned in Azura. As the sun rose over Azura, Wendo stood on the palace balcony, surrounded by his friends and the restored kingdom. Your journey has just begun, Wendo, said Akira. Wendo smiled. With courage, wisdom, and the ancient ways guiding me, I shall ensure Azura's prosperity. And so, Wendo's legend grew, inspiring generations to come.